What is going on, everyone? Good morning and happy Saturday. Oh, it feels good to be doing another drop, and we have an interesting one, right? I think this is going to be one that's going to be up for speculation, especially on the price action. And I'm very curious about this one. So we're going to talk through it. We're going to actually take a look at the drop. We're going to make sure that we're set up for success for the drop. We're going to look at the physical. We're going to look at some of the feelings and speculation on this. But good morning, everyone. Hit that like button and welcome to this morning's drop. This is, of course, the Superman versus the Flash battle statue dropped on Veve. So how much Omi do you have, Taps? I'd rather not share exactly how much I have, but I'm definitely not a whale. Like, I know some people who have well over like 100 million, but I'm not sure what constitutes like the different sides, right? Like, I think I had my first million as of like April last year, so I've been accumulating since. So yeah, let's just say that. What is going on, Chris Finney? What's going on? Sleepy Cat is trying to sell a Spider Woman Secret Rare comic. If you're interested, go ahead and check out his name on Veve. It is Nick's NFTs. Good morning. Good morning. What is going on, Justin? All right, let's go ahead and talk about this drop. Let's get into it. Let me share my screen. Boom. Okay, so first thing, before we even get set up on the drop, I just want to show this just because I think this is awesome. It's little things like this that I think are really creative and fun. Veve Viral actually tweeted this. In honor of today's drop, here's a Flash themed TikTok I made with my student. I think it's worth the 6 seconds.
Can you give me a tissue from over there? Oh. Can you give me a tissue from over there? Oh, wow.
I love it. I think it's just great seeing stuff like that. All right, so we will talk about today's drop, the battle statue. I'm curious, what do you guys think about this one, right? Because like these battle statues are super expensive. And of course, in order to actually compare it to the price, we have to compare it directly to the one that's already dropped, which was the Batman versus Killer Croc. Now, obviously, Superman is one of the most popular superheroes in the world. While I am a Batman fan personally, Superman is more popular than Batman, and the Flash is definitely more popular than Killer Croc. And it is the first time we're seeing the Flash on Veve. We do know that it is not FA for NFTs overall for the Flash because Hero did actually have them first. But you know, this digital collectible style, first time we're seeing the Flash in this way. Yes, and he's an FA on Veve, just not FA the overall space. Good evening, Sir Trades. I appreciate you, fam. Good evening to you, Jordan. Yo. Do you think yesterday's comic will still pump? Is it worth stacking for the next couple of days for the movie? Thanks. That's a really good question, Basil. So I'm still holding on to mine. I was able to snag 2 on the Doctor Strange first appearance Doctor Strange comic drop. And I got 2 commons. I was hoping that I was gonna get that ultra rare cover because it's awesome. So I wanted it for my showroom. So here's my theory. If you're looking for a quick gain, they're probably going to continue to go a little bit lower in price. Now, it's a valuable comic. Here's the thing, though, is we're still in a down market, right? And I think as things build up, and like I'm pretty confident we're going to have Star Wars, like some solid Star Wars drop at the end of the month. Maybe a few, maybe over 3 days because there's a Star Wars event. So I think that'll bring in a lot of traction. I think that'll bring in a lot of new people. And because of that, I think you'll start to see like the pump happen again, right? Like we're starting to see a little bit in certain areas, but I think you're going to see some of the areas pump across the board. And I think that'll bring in new comic fans. And I think the comic fans are going to look for, okay, what are some comics I can buy that are down and are going to be like long-term holds? Well, first appearance of Doctor Strange in one that actually has high physical value, I think that would be definitely one of them, unless they want to spring for like, you know, a Marvel Comics #1 or, you know, like the Fantastic Four or something like that. If they wanted to spend serious money, they'd go that route. But if they want something that's down and is affordable, even though it's a strong comic, I would look like that. I would look to the Doctor Strange comic and a few others. So that's my thoughts there. $80 in 24 to 48 hours. We're going to get there, Kid Rolla. We're going to talk about the price action. and exactly where I think it's going. What up, Taps? What's going, Bill? Good morning, Blaze. I'm ready to see Batman versus Superman. I know that's the one I want. I know the Batman versus Superman is the one that I actually want. I think that's the one that most people would want. I mean, there's movies made off it, right? Like yeah, that's the one I definitely want to hit. All right, let's go ahead and make sure we're set up for success for today's drop. We're going to talk about the price action. We're going to talk about the physical. Before we do, hit that like button. Appreciate you, fam. And let's get into it. So first thing first, make sure you're going to go to profile. You're going to go to settings. You're going to go to my files, remove all downloaded files, and we're going to go to store. Boom, boom, boom. There's the battle statue, and we're ready to go. So this is not blind box style. So basically, you're just going to want to push buy now. As soon as this timer hits the 0, and there's a flash, not this flash, but just like a flash on the screen. And that's when you want to click the buy now button. Now, you don't have to be lightning quick on this one, because here's the thing. This is a cool statue. The price and the overall mint size and how it's going to, and like looking at the first one, I'm not convinced this is going to sell out very fast, because there's one collectible, it's high mint, and we saw what's kind of happened with other battle statues. So let's talk about that real quick, right? Hold on, got a secret rare Doctor Strange and sold for $850. I would say not bad at all, Scott. That's impressive. For whoever hit the secret rares for the Star Wars though, oh, absolutely amazing. Will you have a session on the purchasing of Illuvium land June 2nd? Yes, real talk. I actually shall. Any guesses on the minimal amount of ETH for the Dutch auction to have on hand to win? Thanks. Good question. Happy to see some people, some of the fam checking out Illuvium. If you're a gamer, I mean, it's freaking dope. If you've not seen my Illuvium videos, I highly recommend you check it out. It's going to be the next Axie by far in 2022. It's going to be the highest land sale ever. Like, watch. So I would say I'm going to be doing a video, real talk, but I would say, I mean, I want to say have at least 3 ETH, and that's like, you're probably good, right? But I'll be talking about SLV and all that too. So price prediction on today's drop, that's exactly where we're at right now. So let's talk about it. Here's the Batman versus Killer Croc, right? This was at some point around $1,400 when it first came out. And I remember, actually it was higher than that. And I remember this price and being like, I'm not spending $1,400 on this thing. There's way too many mints. And I kept watching it, and I kept watching it go down. And at like $895, my girlfriend loves this collectible, and she was like, I think you should buy it. And I was like, I don't think so. I think I'm going to wait. So it stuck around that price for a bit, and it kept dropping. And eventually around like 550 is where I actually did buy it. And I was like, all right, like, hopefully that's probably a good price for this. And look at where it's gone. I mean, it got a little spike with the announcement of this one. I thought about selling it then. I didn't. And now it's back down to 195. So this is the first battle statue. It looks personally better aesthetic than this one, right? I would definitely say this is a more attractive statue, just because this the newer statue it just doesn't look as clean as the Batman versus Killer Croc. There's more detail in the Batman versus Killer Croc. And not to knock this one, I mean, the original statue was created in 1967. And when you compare it to the actual physical collectibles that you can get, or the physical collectible toy that you can get from like Big Bad Toy or other locations, like, it looks pretty spot on, right? Like, there's a little bit more detail in the faces. Like, they made his jaw way too detailed. Got like veins popping out of his suit and stuff. So just aesthetically, this one doesn't look as great as the Batman Killer Croc, and it is the second in the battle statue line. So because of that, I even though Killer Croc is not as big of a character as the Flash, and Superman is a bigger character than Batman, I do think it's going to perform less than this one. And we know that this is right around, again, $200 right now at the floor. So price prediction, then I'll get to some of these other things, is I do think that if you're going to go for this, I think you better be going for it and then trying to flip it right away. And I know that I'm probably, like you're probably, that's something that probably most don't want to hear, but I really do think this is going to go under retail. And so if you're going for it and you're just going for it because you love it, great, great, right? Like, then that's fine if you're okay with $120. But I do think it will consolidate to anywhere between, I know, who was it? I remember Carol was saying $80 in 24 to 48 hours. I don't think it's going to settle around $80. I think this will settle somewhere around $90 to $100. And I hope I'm wrong. I've been wrong on other price predictions in the past. So I hope I'm wrong. I was really conservative on the Star Wars one, but I was actually pretty on. I think I called the uncommon around $60. But it did shoot up and then it consolidated back down. So I think this one's going to be somewhere around $90 to $100 when the dust settles over, I guess, the next like 24 or 48 hours. But initially, I think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be really high. And then I think it's going to consolidate down pretty quick. So something to consider. But if you love this statue, I mean, this is something that you could definitely be creative in your showrooms with. I think it's really cool. It's the first appearance of the Flash in Veve. It's the second time we're seeing Superman. Again, he's a really popular character. So I am hoping I'm wrong and that this actually does do really well. Oh man, here we go. Here we go. Yes, thank you for the super chat, Wes. You are amazing. Thank you for that $7 super chat. Appreciate you. What's going on? Secret Rare Doctor Strange is now 1.7K. What? Dang, that is awesome. Holy crap. Hold on, what's our time at? We've got 27 minutes. Cool. Looking forward to this drop. It looks insane. I agree. It looks great. Like, compared to the actual physical, I do think this is pretty solid. But again, it's just the amount of additions. So I guess I probably should talk about that first. List price is 120 gems. So $120 dropping here in the next 27 minutes, 27 and a half minutes. And 8,888, which is a high addition size. I understand why they wouldn't adjust it, because they want it to match the other battle statue, and probably all battle statues will be similar unless it's something like, I don't know, like I feel like if they had a bigger battle statue with like all the X-Men fighting Sentinel or something like that, I think that one would probably be like more in higher editions. But I wish that they actually lowered this edition size to learn from the first one to like 5,555 or something like that. Like, I think that would have been something cooler with this one. Like, they don't have to all match the same scarcity. So this is a rare 8,888, $120. So let's see. That chart is brutal. I know. I know. Looking at it, it's like, woof. Oh man, we've been around, and this is not and that's across many different collectibles, right? Captain America's going up. Look at that. Ooh. I mean, at one point it was lower. November. But yeah, definitely not a pretty chart. We're gonna talk a little bit about the who is faster. That's the big question, right? Who is faster, the Flash or Superman? So in case you didn't know, it is the Flash. And there's been speculation and arguing about how Superman could use certain abilities to actually speed himself up. And he could potentially beat the Flash. However, just straight up, superpowers, running on their feet, it looks like the Flash is the winner. They've, in comic books, had 9 different races. And of those 9, there have been 3 ties. And the first one in 1967, which is what this is based off of, the location of the world, was a tie. Flash 175 in 1967, the race to the end of the universe in the Milky Way, was a tie. The world's finest 198, 1970, race to the universe in 2 galaxies, the Flash, Barry Allen, took the win. And that's the OG Flash. 1978, Chase to the End of the Time. In Time was a tie. Adventures of Superman, Speed Kills. This time, Wally West Flash actually took the win. Then Jay Garrick Flash took the win in the United States. Fast Friends 2004, Flash wins again, and then Superman finally took home the gold in 2011 on Superman number 709 from Metropolis. So by far, the Flash has won the most, 3 ties. Flash has taken it 5 times, and Superman won. So he is the winner by far. Let's talk a little bit about that comic as well, because I think this is going to be an exciting I mean, I feel like this is leading in almost to like, hey, we're going to see eventually like a Superman comic come, and this is actually a really, really good one. Superman looks pretty clean, just Flash. His face needs a polish, but his face matches the 1967 one. I thought the exact same thing, right? Like this face, that's I wish I could zoom in. That face is definitely not too pretty. Oh, I'm gonna kind of zoom in on the. I wish I can't see it. Nope, can't jump in. But yeah, so that's how his face looks, though. When you see, look at, he has that like weird little grin, and it's like, yeah, they did do a little bit too much on the creases of his face. I do think that, and then there's like just slight differences, but they look cool. But yeah. What up, Taps? Good luck today. I'm trying for 2. Dang, get it, Tristan. Go for it. Hey, Taps, thoughts on this battle statue being interactive? Oh, Corey, you can't say things like that. That changes my entire outlook. I've been trying to decide, like, am I going to go for this drop? Am I going to wait for the dust to settle? Because things like that, it very well could be. I mean, usually there's like little hints and stuff that you can get, but they have surprises, right? DC battle statues are next, but Fast Man squaring off the premium sculpted by athlete. Okay. Square off the premium digital collectible. There's no real hints at it. However, I could see like animation in the electricity on his feet, or the cloud that's underneath, that's kicking up dust underneath Superman. But I don't think so. I feel like this is going to be static, but you never know. That is potential, and if that does happen, if it is have some animation, then it could definitely change the price by the upside a little bit. What's going on, VV Vibes? What's going on, fam? Happy to have you in here, man. Sub VV Vibes, let's get it. At retail for sure. It's calling it. Hard to see this go below retail. There is only one rarity. When there is multiple rarities, they definitely chase the top and dump the bottom rarities. I might be wrong then on this one. So I do think this is going to go below retail. And I might be, again, Superman is more popular than Batman. The Flash is more popular than Killer Croc. But the fact that the first battle statue is now down to $195, it's either, yeah, I think $100 is a safe call. And I'm hoping I'm wrong, but maybe it'll stick around retail, maybe around like 120. But I'm hoping I'm wrong. But we got, I guess I should probably jump in. We got the Superman versus the Flash. I pulled these on stream yesterday on Hero, and I don't know. I don't know. But I'm curious because there's debate, right? Like usually it's more like, oh, like a general consensus, these are for sure going under retail. But on this one, we're divided, right? Like some people are saying no way. Others are like, including myself, are like, I think so. Hey, Taps, is there a super thanks option? For videos? Yeah. Yeah, there is a super thanks option. I don't know how it works. I think you have to go into comments on the video, and then you can do like a super thanks or something like that. Or can you do it in the stream? I don't know. But I appreciate you asking. That's like, there's more and more features like that YouTube's putting out to kind of interact with our subscribers and followers in our community to, receive things like that. If it doesn't sell out, are you going for multiple taps? No. Like I'm debating if I'm going to go for just one in general. Like I'm thinking I will, but I'm definitely going to like see how the supply does before I click on if I'm going to go for it or not, because I think that's going to tell us if it's going to sell out or not. Same edition size as Killer Croc. Yep. I don't think it's super high mint considering the popularity of Flash. Yeah, I mean the Flash is a very popular character, right? With all the show on Netflix, and then when you look at I'm going to talk about this comic here. Let me get through some of these, and then we'll address that. Real life version is available for pre-order for $300. Yes, yes, yes. Boom, can get it right now. There it is. My honest opinion today is the only way this is worth something short term is if you pull a low mint. I'm guessing in 24 hours. Kid Roll is calling it. No, that's way too low, Kid Rolla. Come on. There's no way this is going to be $50, $60. And yeah, I don't think so, man. I think that's way too low. They don't need to lower the mint size. We need to wait for more users. That's a good outlook, Jordan. I do appreciate that. I have a question. I own a Secret or Spider-Woman comic. There are only 25 left. What do you think the floor price? I'm not sure. I don't really... I mean, I have the Spider-Woman comic, but I haven't really taking a look at it. I guess we can take a look at it real quick. Hold on. Spider-Woman. Let's see. Secret Rare is $85. So you're asking, there are only 25 left of them. Man, look at that cliff. I mean, it's the lowest it's ever been. So I'd say this looks pretty low, right? I'd say $100 is where it could bounce back to, but wow, that's a really low floor price for a Secret comic for Spider-Woman, especially since I think she's going to be coming to a show or I can't remember. I covered something about Spider-Woman during the Marvel's Mighties, but I don't really remember too much about her. So I hope that helps you. Still learning. Price prediction on how high Star Wars One Secret Rare will go. Yo, it's hard to actually call that because I think it'll go higher, especially at the end of the month, because we're going to have probably more of those comics coming in general, right? So like we just saw the first Star Wars comic, and when I streamed the drop, I showed a whole bunch of other comics that do really, really well. And so that one's going to go up in value, kind of like what happened with like Marvel comic #1, right? Which is like the grail of Marvel comics. So it's not, well, yeah, it's one of them. So I do think that one will go up in value, but I think it's going to take some time to roll out some of those other Star Wars comics before we really see the price go really high. I don't think it'll have Marvel comic #1 value because the physical doesn't have that much value. But I think it will go higher. Yo, Taps, good luck. Good luck to you as well. Kyle, Alex, good morning. Young Taps 50/50. I know, me too, man. Me too, Kyle. Happy Saturday, Taps. Happy Saturday, Jack. Aren't we forgetting FA of Flash as a 3D model anywhere on blockchain and Veve? I mentioned that, Demo, but again, I think people like really love the Flash. So I could be wrong. He could do better than what I'm expecting. Sup, ball? What's going on, Audible? Everyone that thinks it's going above retail will buy. Everyone that thinks it will go below retail will dodge. LOL. It could get close below retail if we get a huge announcement today. V-Vibes. And that's the other thing. That's a great point, V-Vibes, is we know based on the verbiage and kind of what Reese said in essentially Crypto's AMA that it sounds like we have more Star Wars coming. And I don't think it's just going to be comics. I think that end of the month, we're going to be seeing actual physical collectible statues of Star Wars, and not like statues. I'm hoping for something animated like Darth Vader, Yoda. Like that's what I'm expecting at the end of the month. And because of that, I think people are being a little bit careful on the larger spend gems. And this is a large spend gem. $120 is a lot of money for a Veve drop in the spectrum of things, right? So that's something to consider as well. Let's go on Sam Gito. Drops definitely feel easier to grab one. Finally, I can bring my angry friends back. True. How many are you buying, Veve Vibes? My suggestion would be put this on the to buy in the market list before a squeeze. That's a good point. Come on, Kirola, have more confidence in the community. This will stay at or above retail. The only reason the Batman and Croc statue has held 200 is because so many people bought it at 2K. They won't sell until recovery. I mean, that's a good point too. He's bringing up good points. But The Flash does have a new movie coming out 1 year, a little over a year, June 23rd, 2023. That is when it is expected. So that is when the new Flash movie will be coming. And we also have a Superman reboot that is going to be coming with all of the new Superman movies. So, I mean, Henry Cavill was absolutely incredible as Superman, right? I mean, he's incredible as the Witcher as well. Like, he's just solid actor. But it sounds like he will not be keeping that role in the new ones. So I'm really curious to see who is going to be the new Superman. I'm really curious to see how they're going to really change the franchise to continue to make Superman movies, but have it different, right? And you know, when it comes to the DC movies, I'm really just hopeful in general they're going to make them more solid, especially with everything that's kind of happening with DC and Warner Brothers. So I'm hoping that they are able to start making them more loved by the masses, kind of like how Marvel are, right? Like, there's definitely an asterisk next to DC, and I love DC, but when it comes to a lot of the newer movies, I'm not a big fan. I watched the new Batman movie. It wasn't that good at all. And of course, you know, you compare it to the last three and you're like, you can't really compare it, right? And I like that it had like a darker sense to it. It had like an emotion to it. But I feel like what's his name just really didn't act super well in it. I'm hoping we see more. I hope it evolves from there, but it just wasn't great. So I hope they start doing a lot more with the Superman and Flash and just kind of bring DC more into the light, like versus Marvel having, you know, so much emphasis on it. So, but we'll see. Battle statue we've got, boom, 12 minutes, 26 seconds left to go. What about Coinbase and Rewind? That's coming big. That is why I have all of the Rewind set. So I've been watching the Rewind prices, and whenever I did not buy them all right away. I waited. I was like, I know people are going to forget about this. And so I waited, and I was waiting until the prices were dropped, and I would look specifically, like, I'm going to only buy like 1,000, like 100 to 200 or lower mint numbers, and I'm just going to wait. And so I started sniping over the past, you know, couple weeks to complete that set for Rewind. I think that's a good point. What's up, BDK? What's going on? I think people who want this one are the non-flippers. Good point. The Flashpoint film being pushed back hurts value, takes the Flash off people's radar as well. That's a good point, Kyle. Flash is a better character than Croc. I agree. I 100% agree. Morning, all. Good luck. What's going on, Stroker? Yo, Taps, I'll have you another Scoop Bro photo hologram, which is a in real life touch screen holo display, will be the household tech for NFT and metaverse. Interesting. Photo hologram. I'll take a look at it. Hold on a second. Oop, sorry. Photo hologram. Appreciate the tips. Hey guys, next day 14 have a new launch. Okay, imminent token. Cool. This price will stay near retail. Audible's calling it. Always have to go for it. The dread of missing a winner isn't worth playing it safe, not financial advice. It's a good point, Carrie, but also you have to consider that this is a 8.5% secondary fee to sell in the market. So with that in mind, basically, in order for you to sell this and come out even, you're banking on this being at least $130, right? If you sold this at $130, roughly, you would be essentially getting your money back at the $120 because of that 8.5% fee. So if you want this, it's because you want it. It looks dope. You think it's either going to go up in value later. Like right now, again, we're in a dip, right? So we're talking now pricing. So when you think about like new users coming in, what do you think they're going to want to buy? They're going to want to buy the golden moments. They're going to want to buy Disney. They're going to buy Marvel. They're going to buy cool looking things they can put in the showroom, especially since the web app is going to have, everyone's going to have full access to the web app eventually. And so I can already tell you, I've started building things out in the web app so much easier than building it out in the app. And things like this definitely look good in Evolve. Things like this will look good in the Veveverse. And so long term, I think the price of this will go up, but short term, I think the price of this is going to be a rough one. What's going on, Energy? Does FA blockchain really matter? Are people going to chase their favorite characters? I mean, yes, because that's part of the reason why, like if you think about it, when you think about CryptoPunks, when you think about ETHROX and all that stuff, do you think that they were focused on, hey, this is the first NFTs, or this is the first generative? Because back then that wasn't really defined. This is the first rock on Ethereum back then. They weren't focused on that. It didn't become a priority until 3 years later, right? So having that metadata and having that knowledge, and also a community who can dictate that, that's going to be important someday. It's important now, but it's going to be more important once we're seeing Marvel on other platforms, just like we're seeing DC on other platforms. So things like that do matter, I think, in long term. As Veve Omi develop and people can use Omi to buy land and accessories, would it benefit someone to just hodl their bag of Omi versus use it to buy land? What is the benefit of land long term? Well, first of all, Turtle Lance, the ability to buy land is going to be probably, like, my guess, phase 3 of viewers. So I'm gonna call like mid-year, if not quarter 3 of 2023. So over a year away is what I'm guessing for the ability to buy land, because they really, like, Veve Homes is phase 1, which is coming the end of this year, and then I think we'll have Veve City, which will be like a full social, like all the social side, like big area do drops together, all that, the next quarter. And then after that quarter, I think it's gonna be refinement, like really making sure that they can like have everything refined and working on the uplift to make sure that they're tracking everything, building out that metaverse. And then the next quarter, I think, will be the ability to actually buy land. Good question, V Vibes. I'm not. Thanks, Taps. Of course, Relance. Kid Rolla, Batman versus Killer Croc was born during an inflated. That's a good point too. I have a pixelated Heroes Rewind spot, but not sure what I can do with it. I mean, you can't really. So you have the pixelated one, right? I saw that NFT collection. I don't think you can really do much with it yet, but I know that they're building out, the partnership with Coinbase NFT Marketplace, and I know that they're going to be doing more. So, yeah, I'm not really sure, man. I wish I could help you there. I don't have one. So, fair launch, imminent verse, day 14, 20 UTC. I don't know what imminent verse is. Agree. Since we have the license for the Lord of the Rings, it would be cool to see some drops. Dude, can we just agree that Lord of the Rings is one of the best trilogies, right? Like Star Wars, I think Star Wars wins for sure, but I can sit down in one day, watch the extended versions of Lord of the Rings. Actually, like, well, I would need to eat and stuff, but like, and get up and stretch. But I can watch for 12 hours in one day, all 3 Lord of the Rings, and still just get absolutely so excited in the Two Towers when I hear the Helm's Deep music. Oh man, dun 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 dun. Oh, I love Lord of the Rings so much. So yeah, I can't wait for Lord of the Rings, and I really hope it's legit Lord of the Rings, not the Hobbit that we see come to Veve. Yeah. Did you see the Square Enix sold? And I did see the Square Enix news about them selling part of their business, and they mentioned NFTs quite a bit in that article. I cannot wait. I really hope they have Square Enix and Veve. Again, there's more partnerships to come. I'd go balls to the walls for Lord of the Ring drops. Boom. Oh man, Gockberg is excited for it. Will we see another Star Wars drop? I do believe so, Jack. I think we'll see. I'm hoping we'll see some comics over the next 2 weeks, like a second or third Star Wars comic. And then I think the end of the month, I think it's the 27th, 28th, and 29th is Star Wars Celebration. And there's a Star Wars event that happens every year in Anaheim, I believe. And I'm hoping that we see something, not just that weekend, but I'm hoping we see maybe 3 drops aligned with that event. I think that'd be really cool, but that is speculation. But it very much sounded like there's going to be something coming end of the month with Star Wars, and like legit collectible, not just comics. Not going with the drop, but I think this strategy will be easy profit. Nice, nice, nice. What up, Taps? What's up, Hank? Hey, do you think aliens are real? That sounds like a real Randy Chavez question. Like, I remember being on his channel with, or it was me, him, and Corinne, and we were all talking about like Bigfoot and Nessie and aliens and ghosts. And I do definitely believe aliens are real. So it's just too big of a planet, man. Way too big. Sorry, it's too big of a galaxy. There is no way that we are the only intelligent life in this world with billions of galaxies and planets and stars. And there's no way that it's just us. I just think that there's probably technology that's greater than ours. And it's probably just, it's advanced, but it's hard to find our planet among everything else. And some life probably doesn't want to meet other life. So yeah, I definitely believe aliens are real. And actually, they announced that the flying object that they identified like 5 years ago. This happened during COVID. That 5 years ago there was some like aircraft that was filmed from jets, and they filmed it, and like there's no man-made object that can go this fast ever. It like absolutely ousted these jets, and they looked at it, like they determined it wasn't a light, and it actually was announced last year that it's an unidentified flying object. It's a UFO. So obviously no intelligent life proven, but they cannot identify the object. So there was legit a UFO announced last year because they had like it was either 3 or 5 years ago, but there's like a set amount of time that they have to investigate something before they're like, oh yeah, we can't identify it, so it's UFO. Let my Star Wars Ultra go for 525 last night for this drop. Oh man, I don't know about that one, Richard. Bush, web app versus MTL, who come in first? Web app. They've already said that web app comes first, then KYC, then cash out for everybody, which I don't think you will be. I know. Can't be mad at 500 profit. I mean, yeah, I mean, you have profit to move, so that's a good point, Doggled. Probably over the statute, to be honest. I still don't understand how the digital collectibles environment we have now merges. We have 2 minutes, 24 seconds with a metaverse. It makes no sense. What do you mean? So it'll be layer 2, it'll be attached to Mutable X. You'll be able to have the ability to have your wallet directly in the Veveverse. You'll be able to place things in. It's kind of like go play with Sandbox or Decentraland or other metaverses to kind of see how it all works and how you can have NFTs. You got to purchase directly through there and place things. And yeah, so like, I guess you're just trying to understand the digital collectible side. These digital collectibles are NFTs and they will have interoperability. So the only way that you can have that is interoperability first, so most likely interoperability will be happening sometime in Q3, maybe the start of Q4. So that way the Vverse is possible in Q4. Miniverse 10% rewards USDT for holders. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. That's the one that people keep talking about. Need a tap dance for luck. Let's go. Yeah, sorry, just seeing this. Let's get it, Beard on the Batman. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry, now I just saw it. Yes, the best trilogy. Lord of the Yo, we got the homies in here. The Coronation of Aragorn. Yes. Even Pippin's song, dude. When Pippin sings that song, it just like you feel it. You feel it. When the bow to the Hobbits. Yep. Lord of the Rings is the best trilogy by far. Oh, tearjerker for sure. Lord of the Rings. How can you make an epic movie without crappy special effects? Dark Knight is second. Oh man, Dark Knight's solid, man. Hit the like. I mean, like I do enjoy that trilogy as well. We got 41 seconds. Am I gonna go for it? How many gems do I have? Got enough. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm not gonna go for this. Hit the like, you heathens. Thank you, Audible. Appreciate you, fam. Hit that like button. Just give a Witch King of. Yep. I'd be happy with a Golem to put in. Yes. A little Schmeagle action. The Tic Tac UFO. Yep. Don't get me wrong. I want this drop. The smart play. Star Wars month is to wait. I agree. Secret Tom Bambaldi for me. Just flipped a coin. Not buying. Freaking tails. 2 minutes. Here it is. Oh, what? Wow. I did not expect that to sell out that fast. I might have been wrong on this one. Oh, man. This one sold out faster, I think, than the actual. No, the battle statue was instantly sold out as well. So this was actually real fast. Did you get it? I took my time. I was trying to see if this was going to actually sell out, and I did not think it was going to very fast, but it sold out lightning quick. Oh man, we might have been wrong about this one. Sold out in a second. Yep. L. Got it. Boom. Congrats, Jimmo. Man, with that kind of action, I think it might make sense to go for the rebound. Instant sold. L. VV Vibes with an L. How fast? L. Win. Boom. Creperie. Banana. One. He got one. Well done. L. The big A. Sold out quick. It did. W for Robo. Bots are back. I mean, that was lightning fast. Congrats to the one to destroy all the bots. 275 mint. Well done. Well done, Nomad with the guitar. That means that you did well on this drop. W for Stroker. Nice. Dolamo W. L sold out. Ed, I got one. Nice jagging. Well, good job. W got it. Well done, Brent. Damn, that went fast. I might have been wrong about this one. This one really sold out fast. Wow, I didn't get it. Super duper Hank missed out. George with L. W mint 007X. Nice, Aaron. That is a solid mint. 2 digits. W for Brandon Michael. Well done. Boom. Rip Curls with a win for 45.60. L, even though I didn't have enough gems to buy. Oh, man. Nice. I guess I should have gone for it just to see if I could get a W period. W 36.21. I didn't get it either. Oh, did you get it? Nope. Boom. W tap dance work, y'all. Telling you. That means it worked. Get it. Beard on a Batman. So the tap dance worked. I'm happy to hear it, man. Congrats to you. W for Eyad. Curtis McCarthy with a W. W for Crypto Keegs. W for Carrie. Landon one. Nice. Sold out in a flash as to speak. Well, I see what you did there. I got a 97 mint. Ronnie, congrats. W. Nama. Hit the like. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you, Big A. Lightning is animated. No! Someone called it too. Oh, man. All right. We got to go for the rebound. We got to go for the rebound on this one. I can't even. All right, let's see if we're able to get it. Oh, here we go. It's rebound time. The fact that it's animated. Someone called that earlier in the chat too. We got 1 minute to rebound time. W4990. Well done, Robo. W for JT. I smell burn Omis. Yes. That was a big mint. Now I sit on it until bull market. Go, 50 Moon. Got it, but couldn't afford it, so threw it back for you, Taps. Appreciate you, Anybirdie. I'm going to go, Anybirdie, I'm going to go for it. 26 Batman as well. Price, second Superman, and first Flash. Had to get it. Nice. I smell burnt Omis. W for Vincent Ho. 1 a.m. here. Yeah, a line gate. Nice, JT. Happy to hear the line gate's still working. I called it animated. That was you, Corey. You called it earlier. Well done. Fantastic call to you. It's the lightning that's animated. Is the smoke animated as well, or is it just the lightning? I'm going to try to time this one. Nope. Dang it. All right. I'm going to try for the 6 minute. Anyone hit on the rebound? Mine already delivered? What? I guess I should probably see how many have already been delivered. There's still a lot of additions out there. I think this will be a slow delivery, but congrats on getting here super fast. Just the lightning. Okay. I mean, the lightning has to look pretty dope. Let's see. Okay, so like it's more of like a glow. Man, it's like a glow and a wave to it. It reminds me kind of like the animation of Starfire, but I was hoping it would be more like current, not just like a hard, glowy, flashy kind of thing. But I mean, that's cool. It's just, it's not my favorite, but we'll see how it does. I'm still going to try to go for the 6 minute. All right, let's go. Big Money Fuentes W557, nice triple edition number. Just lightning, no smoke. Thank you, Rip Curls, delivered already. Nice, Vincent Ho W on the rebound. Let's go, Ben Johnson. Just the lighting. Big Money Fuentes got by now, but too late. Dang, close Chimera. W on the 4. Let's go. Congrats. I got the rebound. Nice, W4. Let's go. Let's try for the 6 minute. Here we go. I'm just going to be clicking in. Nope. So you can't see it, but I'm clicking the top of that sold out button. So you're probably like, what are you doing, Taps? Why aren't you scrolling down? I'm clicking the very top right here when I jump in, hoping that buy now button turns on. So I'm not even like waiting to see it or taking the time to scroll down. I'm just clicking the very top of it. So that way, if it does pop up, I'm hopefully flash fast and able to snag this. But no luck on the 6. Did anyone get the 6? Hold the buy. Oh man, had the buy button but fumbled. No, I'm sorry. Anthony got the W on the 4. Nice job. Get a buy on the rebound, but failed to complete. No, Beer on the Batman. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. W drop W4. A lot of people hitting on the 4 minute. Well done. I missed the 6 minute. Did anyone hit the 6 minute? I'm gonna try for the 8 minute. Didn't think I was gonna get a rebound, but I did. Nice, Gem. What would be very last mint number for this piece? 8810. No, because they take the first 40 and then the next 50 are, sorry, is it the first 60? Man, I feel like I've been doing this so long, I just kind of forget things. It's the first 60? No, it's the first 40. So technically the last mint I would imagine would be 8888 would be 8848. I think would be the last one that you actually could have a chance to get. They thick. Got one on the drop. Well done, Kryptonite. Here we go. I'm gonna try again for this one. For the 8 minute. Just gonna try to spam it. No love on the 8 minute. That and the wind effects on Superman would have really popped off. Yep. Yeah, I think having like just a little, like, why not animate both? You know, like I think it's cool that it's animated though, but super fast delivery, flash delivery. Nice, Corey. Happy to hear it. No fun, but we had a lot of bots in the market with Stranger Tales, and I've seen Veve canceling them out on the spot. The listing disappeared same second. Bots are back, but are controlled. That's actually really good to know. I was wondering about that with the Stranger Tales. I was able to snag 2 of those, but it was very much sold out extremely fast. So bots are back, but they never left, right? There's still ways to get in. So, but they were very much, neutered. And so bots are still around, but I think that we're going to see a lot more come back once we all have web access, but they're going to definitely be trying to kind of triage and treat some of that as it comes in and identify them as they come up. W for Dave Baldwin. Nice. Well done. Last mint is 8888. Yeah, but oh wait, I'm dumb. No's right. Yeah. Sorry. My mind is not working clearly this morning. The last mint would be 888 because they keep the first 40. Duh. Not the last 40. Good call. L8. Yep. Missed as well. L on the 8. Don't know if there's any left now. I'm going to try for the 10 minute. Should have had lightning streaks, long flashes. Body, that would have been dope. The statue is epic. Looks better in AR than the picture. Crazy detailed, maybe too detailed. I agree. I do think it's too detailed. All right, let's try again for the 10 minute. Let's see what happens. No love. No love. What? Lucky Clover. Absolute incredible luck, my friend. 52. He got mint number 52. Solid. Well done, my friend. Congrats to everyone who hit today. we'll see what happens in the secondary market. This might be one that I called wrong, right? Like I said, I think it's going to be around $100 when the dust settles. So I think the price action, I could be wrong. I just feel like there's definitely excitement around it. It looks cool. I think it's going to shoot up because people are going to be excited to grab it. And then I think it's going to drop down, especially near the end of the month when Star Wars is most likely announced. And I bet the pricing, if there is a Star Wars collectible, will be similar to that of like Superman, right? Spider-Man, like where you'll have 5 versions, like kind of like how Spider-Man and Captain America and Black Panther like are $250 for that secret rare. I imagine the pricing structure like that would be for also Star Wars. I mean, it's huge, right? It's the first comic they ever shot the price up on. So I wonder if that's going to be the case. And that's where people are going to be needing gems, a gem squeeze, and the higher ticket items that they can kind of rebuy back later are going to be the first to go. And so that's why I kind of feel like this might be one of those, but I could be wrong. This could shoot up to like, right around the same as Batman versus Croc, or even higher because they're such loved characters. But we'll see. I think this will be a big one. I got 2. Dang, let's go, Christmas. Wow, well done. I think I'm not sure. I just covered that Lucky Clover. Not sure, but you're 52. Yeah, bro. I think it's up to you. I would flip that. I don't know. Would I flip it? If I got 52, that's a really good mint. They're wearing extremely skin tight suits. I know. It looks extremely detailed, but didn't buy it. Maybe I made a mistake. I'm not sure, Saul. We'll see. Lightsabers or ships? Lightsabers for sure. But let's take a look at the detail on this one. See, the face is super detailed. It actually looks, it does look a little bit better in AR or just like on the app versus the picture. The details on the suits look pretty solid. The detail on the cape looks great. Dope. His face looks a little fuzzy, like it's where the mask meets the nose, and like the detail on the mask of the face could be sharper. Like, look at how good that ear looks, the little flash ear. But the line work on the mask looks rushed. Like there's no distinction really of the mask. Well, there's like slight, but it really blends into his face. So that could have been rendered better. And look at like on his chin. It almost looks like there's just red paint on his chin. So the flash absolutely looks a little rushed, but that looks pretty solid. Like right there, the texture. Superman, Flash, got the logos, and the animated lightning. The base is logoed. Yep. We just saw that today. Got one. Well done. I was going for 2, but I wasn't fast enough. Flash's lightning changes cool. Well done, Frank. No had buy now button, but closed me off again. Monogrammed on the underside will be amazing base to use in the vaults. It's very true. That will be a good vault a good base for the vaults. Looks like it's paint on his face. I agree. Yeah. That little chin market is open. No way. Market doesn't open up in 15 minutes. Don't you tease me, Chimera. Hold on. What? Whoa. How is this possible? 159. How many are left to be delivered? 5,233 of 8. My bad, Chimera. Chimera did not lie. The market is open. Price is dropping. 155. But there's only 190 right now in the market, and there's still many to be delivered. That's crazy. Why is the market open in like 13 minutes after the drop? My wife got one too, her second ever. Nice, Lucky Clover. Well done. Market already open. Wow. They selling for 160, catch up on the chin. Yeah, he's got a little schmutz right here. Yeah. My market shows closed. You have to close the app, Lucky Clover, and reopen it. That's how you see the market is open. 144. Price is dropping. How many are now in market? There's going to be for sure some resistance. I think probably around the 140 mark, but we'll see. 276 now. Guess it should be probably still trying for rebounds, huh? All right. Take a look at what happens in the secondary market. There's still some left to be delivered. That makes me nervous that it's already down to 140. 139. We'll see. It's going lower. All right, fam. I'm going to be watching the secondary market, and I will see you on the next one. Actually, I would highly recommend, before we end, what I would recommend is if you guys are free in the next 44 minutes, if you have not heard of Mr. Dino Lang, go check out his channel on YouTube. I'm going to be doing an interview with him. I'm not sure if he's streaming it, actually. I guess I should probably find out. Boom, there we are. Retweet. Let's go. We're streaming it. So come through in 43 minutes to Dino Lang's channel on YouTube. He's an awesome guy in the community. He does great work. And I'm stoked to be on his channel. We're just going to be talking all things Veve, chilling, hanging out, talking about drops, talking about big picture things, as well as kind of like what we're most excited for. But join us, and I will see you there, friends. Congrats to everyone who hit. Congrats to everyone who got rebounds. And I will see you in the secondary. Cheers, everyone.